Hear ye, hear ye.
Once again.
Faux Champagne Sunday.
That's right.
Woo!
Like we always do about this time.
Yeah, we wish it was like 2 hours earlier.
Oh, don't even get that started in. Don't even get started.
We always have this 3 o'clock goal. Sunday afternoon, little
3
bubbles.
o'clock? I thought we was talking 12 o'clock.
Yeah, we try that too, but no, that went to the wayside.
And it's Sunday.
It is. That's why it's Faux Champagne Sunday, baby.
Not good. Okay.
Faux Champagne Friday night.
No, that's real talk.
Okay. Yeah, so, we've been busy in the garden. Busy, busy, busy. All those people that think they want high-density urban gardens, it isn't a walk in the park. But we love it. Okay, so what you pouring today, baby?
Cupcake Prosecco.
So, guess I'm holding it up tonight. And he puts the glass over here so I can knock it down because I'm graceful like that. Hey, baby, I kind of match your shirt. Look at that. Ooh,
That's nice.
Yeah, who picked my nail polish?
James?
Fuck you.
Oh, sorry.
So, anyway, we're drinking the Cupcake Prosecco. And what's interesting is you can see that the Italian bottling on here, which is interesting. But there's an interesting story behind this. You can actually get it. In grocery stores. This is mass produced. But the company that makes it is the company that owns Concannon. So Concannon is a winery out in Livermore. And we were there last Saturday?
2 Saturdays ago.
Because last Saturday we're there, and then Sunday we were in Napa, right?
Saturday.
Sonoma. Okay.
Isn't that 2 Saturdays ago? This Saturday and last Saturday.
Sure, I'll give you that. It wasn't yesterday. It was last Saturday.
Yeah, 2 Saturdays. Bam!
So we're on an interesting adventure to Livermore because we are hooking up with my ex-boyfriend from high school and his gal.
Yes.
And yeah, that's interesting right there. It's a story in and of itself for a whole other adventure. But, we are the kind of people like, if the winery's open at 10, get to the wineries at 10 because we can kill 2 hours in one spot. I mean, it can be done 2 hours gone like that, right?
Yes.
So we drive out to Livermore, and I get a message from them that they're running late. We were thinking 11:30, so Earl and I were going to hit Concannon before meeting them. And then they're like, it's going to be 1, and we're like, well, we're already at Concannon, so we're just going to do our thing. So we walk up to the tasting room, and we're stopped.
Yes.
At the door. Stopped. Like a hostess podium.
Yes.
Stopped.
Bam!
Okay. And you don't even get to see the tasting list, and you have to pay before you can even walk up to taste.
$6 a person?
10.
10 a person.
10 a person. So 20, and that's fine. We'll pay for a tasting, but most places where we go in terms of creating an experience, you get your money back when you buy, number one. But number two, you pay at the end. You don't pay before you even walk into the tasting room. So, and the one other place that did that to us, we've never been back to.
Yes.
And anyway, another story. So we go in the tasting room, and they're pouring like, what, 1 white, a Viognier, and 4 or 5 reds.
Yeah, I guess
like
Concannon is known for Petit Syrah, so they had like Petit Syrah, some Syrah. Yeah, there was, it's like a place that only specializes in cabs. They got like 50 different cabs that they might pour. This place had several, but they were pouring like 6 wines.
Yeah, and the owners, I guess, are big. This is big. This is like Gallo big winery, okay, in terms of the labels and all this stuff. But, okay, and then they're jigger pouring. I don't know if you guys know what that means, but it's like...
The measured pour.
It's a measured pour, and it can't even be at half ounce, their jigger, because there was such little wine in the bottom of your glass. And then the gal that was pouring for us didn't even know the freaking wines. Yeah, I mean, she had to read it from a list. She couldn't tell us what the blends were.
Yeah, It was the only redeeming quality because we were look
of the tasting room. Redeeming quality of the tasting room.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, as Ann said, we can go to one winery and be there for 2 hours.
We were in this tasting room for 10 minutes.
We were there basically 10 minutes and pretty much we're done.
And we're like, shit, it's 11:45. We're not meeting our friends till 1.
Yeah.
But as we were standing there, what did we notice?
They had a room through this glass. And so we asked, well, what's that room? And they said, well, that room is like it's the old tasting room, but it's for like private events. But you could see there was another room on the other side, and they said, "Oh, that's the
Underdog
Wine Bar, which I guess is owned by whoever owns Concannon. I want to say it might be Constellation, but I'm not sure."
Yeah, that sounds right.
So they said, "Well, you guys could go over there to the Underdog Wine Bar."
They have tapas. They have tastes, and we're like,
yes.
Are they pouring the same stuff as in here? And she's like, oh, no, they have a huge stuff, lots of our different labels, stuff that's not even ours, because we tasted a Page Mill that we liked.
Yes.
From another winery.
Yeah, they had that was the redeeming part of the wine tasting experience at Concannon, the Underdog Wine Bar.
Honestly, if we go back, we won't go in the tasting room. We'll go to the Underdog Wine Bar.
Yes.
It was way cool.
They had international wines. They had wines from Argentina.
Yeah. We did several flights.
Yeah, they had several flights including bubbles, small plate appetizers and things, or charcuterie, as someone corrected the guy that was helping us.
Yeah, charcuterie being the meats and cheeses, and when he said meats and cheeses, she said, "You mean charcuterie." Okay, there's the wine snob for you. Yeah. But they had hot tapas too, meatballs, and we had tacos and stuff. But we did the Bubbles flight, and this was on it. So you gonna open that so we can drink it?
Yes.
And Prosecco's can be a bit deceptive. That's an Italian bubble. I think people often assume a Prosecco's sweet, but Prosecco's really aren't sweet. They might have a small amount of residual sugar in them, like a 0.5 or a 1, which is many Brutes are like a 0.5. But usually great fruit on them. And different because it's, again, Italy, it's Italian versus a American soil in terms of where it's grown and all of that. So different that way. So we actually really liked this, and then when I stumbled upon it in the grocery store, and it's a steal, it's not expensive at all, we couldn't resist.
Did you get some fuel points when you bought this?
No, they don't give us fuel points for alcohol.
What?
That's just blasphemy.
That is. You were drinking. I'm pouring still, and you're drinking.
I know. Well,
talk about bad manners, man.
No.
Wow.
Here, cheers, baby.
What are we cheersing?
We are toasting to. Now we're getting on a whole nother story, and I already talked for forever. We are toasting fathers today. We're toasting fathers, and that might seem weird since Father's Day is not today. But in particular, we are toasting fathers who don't get to be with their kids. They don't get to be with their kids on Father's Day. They rarely get to see their kids. They wish they could be dads, but they're not getting to be dads. And so we are toasting that today because Earl is one of those fathers, and it pains him in his heart and soul, and he's hiding behind my wine glass. You can't see his face. It pains him in his heart and soul that he can't spend time with his children like he wants to be and raise them and be an influence on their life. And I was a daughter who had a father that I didn't get to have him in my life. And not because dads are choosing. And I think that the world would be a better place if people who have babies together would just get over their bullshit with each other and let both people parent the child and love the child, and people wouldn't have as many issues when they grow up. And that's just what I'm going to say about that.
All I was going to say is cheers. I mean, God forbid you have a child with a man, and if you happen not to be with him any longer, but they actually want to be involved with their children and recognize their children and help groom them for the things that they may have to deal with in their lives. I don't know what the rub is. I mean, I know guys who could have their kids walk up to them on the street and they won't even know who they are.
Right. The kids or the dad won't?
The dad won't.
Yeah, we're not talking about those dads.
No, I know.
We're talking about the dads that want to be in their kids' lives.
But that guy probably got more rights to his kids than I do. So, anyway, we're going to cut this at that point, but cheers to the dads that want to be dads.
Here's to you guys.
But can't see your kids. Peace. We out.